what is happening. Okay. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. There. I don't know if that's like a good. Why is it so zoomed in? Like, how do I zoom out? Like, is this it? Like, why do we have to be so close? I don't really know. Hold on. I'm trying to find the right view here. Like, is this it? Maybe? Oh. I don't know. I mean, live is live. Like, you know, you can't change this. But I at least figured out how to like do the view normal instead of vertical. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at all the comments. Oh, Frisco. Don't say that to me. Okay, is this a decent view? I don't really know. Oh. Why is this chair loose? Because I put it together? That's why. Okay, so Texas, you coming in hot. You just letting me know. It's great. Love that. But no, I'm so happy to see all you guys. Hi. Okay, I wanted to craft. I know you guys really loved that last time, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Oh, Alan, Texas. Okay. Y'all's high school is insane. Like, there's like one big high school, and it's like literally a college. Like, it's huge. And also, I think some of the best football players come from there. Michigan, Virginia. Loki's not invited. He's in his kennel. He's just, I do this to myself every time because I'm like, okay, you know, let him kind of be out and about. But he just proves over and over he's just not ready for total freedom. He's just still too young. And he just will, like, in the 3 seconds that I'm not like looking at him, he has gotten into something. And so, yeah. So if I can't like be fully focused on him, he has to be in his kennel. You're not from North Carolina, Sierra, please. Oh, please. We're both from Texas. Come back, Texas needs you. Oh my God, that is actually, that just made my day. That just made my day. Micah's upstairs, by the way, chatting it up with Megan. So if you hear that, that's what's happening. Oh, Nebraska. Yeah, Loki's still a baby. So, do I have any upcoming vacations? I have actually been thinking of things that I want to do, but right now I'm still kind of in a space where unless Loki comes with me, I can't plan anything because I'm sticking to my guns on not neutering him until his skeletal is developed, and that won't be until he's 2. So, you know, if they're not neutered, unless like I find somebody private, you know, I can't just like, you know, put him. Micah's degree is in advertising, but it's like, it's with a minor in marketing, but technically she doesn't really need either of the two for what she wants to do, but like neither here nor there, that's the answer. Okay, so we'll keep chatting it up. The comments just like disappear. I don't even know where they go. But it's not so much like hotels and stuff. It's just, and actually Loki's really good in the car. It's just like one of those things where I'd like to sometimes go and like not have Loki kind of thing, you know? So that's all it is. But I do wanna go to Vermont. Like, to answer the question, I do, like, that's one like place I would really like to go to. Okay, so today's crafts are gonna be very like repetitive in a way and very simple, but I talk about them all the time, so I just thought I'd show you guys like what's gonna go down here. So I've got a bunch of my handmade Halloween cards, and I've got a bunch of the regular cards. So when you like hear me talk about the differences, here's what it looks like at Dollar Tree. One is sold with a wrapping, and then the other one's like where the actual cards are. Oh, show us your sweater. Okay. Hello. I almost, like, I wasn't wearing this, and then I was getting ready to sit down. I was like, I've got to be festive. So I tried to count and make sure I had 31, but I don't quite have 31. So I might be using some of these. It just kind of depends on if I'm willing to do that, because I'm a hoarder. So, okay. What was I going to say? Oh, I have a bunch more of the cards, but I'm holding the smaller versions. They have like the larger cards, which you've seen me haul those too. Just like they're just bigger, they're taller, but those don't fit on the lunch bags. So that's why, yeah, I literally went into Dollar Tree today to pick up more cards, and I thought I'd gotten enough to complete 31, but when I came back, I had like dupes. You know how it goes. All right, so basically we've got the cards. I have the envelopes with them as well. And then I have these little chalkboard tag clothespins. I just thought they were really cute. They're also very light. Oh, the cards are giving you flashbacks when I mailed it. I know, I completely forgot. And somebody just like mentioned it too earlier, now that I'm remembering. When I was mailing out these cards like randomly to you guys, I still have time to do that, so I'm gonna do that. So basically, like last year, I bought a bunch of these, and in like my haul videos, I would have people email me and send me their address, and then not everyone like would end up getting it because I would get so many emails. But I literally went in order of just like receipt. Like I did not like pick in any other way. And so just like the first emails that I would get the cards. So I'm gonna be doing that again, but do not email me addresses yet, because it won't count, you know, until, so that it's fair. I can't talk today. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, and this year I'm gonna try to do like a lot more. I think I did several rounds, and so I'm gonna try to do like a lot of cards this year. Just, it kind of depends on like my time, because my Etsy shop kits that I've been putting together like eat up hella time. So anyways, okay. So we've got these, and I bought basically enough to have 31, because what I'm gonna do, here are the lunch bags. So we got 40, which is great. So I'm gonna have some left over. So I wanna use 31 in here, and then the only tape that's gonna work, in my humbled opinion. I mean, I haven't even tried any other tape, so like, you know, this is double-sided, so I really like it. There's a lot in here as well. It's super thin. It's a beautiful tape. It holds, so that's why I like it so much. Hopefully I have enough. And I have my Mambas in here, which was from the haul. But like, I can't eat this on camera because like there's just no cute way to eat this. I was actually thinking about this, and I was just like, I'm just gonna look like a cow if I eat this on camera, so, because it's so chewy. Oh my god, I'm loving the pumpkin emojis. I'm here for this. Okay, so I like went back and forth. I thought, what do I want to do like essentially with my bags? Did I want it to be like an advent? I'm leaning because, let me just raise you up a little bit. There. Okay, so hey Bo, pumpkin spice girl. Sierra, I'm gonna send you a message later about that. So I didn't know if I wanted to do like an advent calendar, or if I wanted to do some type of like fall or Halloween bucket list kind of thing. I don't know. But right now, here's what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna do an advent calendar, so like 31 days of Halloween kind of thing. And I'm probably going to use it for like multiple things. And we'll get into that. So, and these are just like the supplies you'll need in case you wanna recreate any of this. And okay, so, oh, I also have these paint pens. And I'm only grabbing for these because I don't have chalk pens that are super thin. I have like one chalk marker and it's like super thick. And I can't write with that. So not this small anyways, because like I write big in general. So anyways, you'll need some type of chalk marker. I would definitely do a marker, not chalk. Well, that's just me. So those will come out later. And oh my gosh, I just realized I need, do I? I was thinking if I needed my cutter, but I'll explain that too. So let's just get into it. Okay. So in the end, I do want to do 31 days of Halloween. And I've done these bags for Valentine's Day. I did 14 bags because, you know, February 1st to the 14th. That's just like how I did it for Valentine's Day. And then obviously I've done Christmas advent calendar. So December 1st through the 25th. So I've done those. I've done the Christmas ones so many times that I've had to like redo certain bags because they just like wore out over the years. Okay, so super simple, but I'm gonna try to do all 31 in this video. So, oh, I am gonna need scissors. So y'all just stare at the table for a little bit while I go get some scissors. Oh, I'm back, girl. Okay, I am parched. My niece and nephew were here, and unfortunately they were under the weather, so it kind of, you know, got me a little under the weather too. So in case you're wondering, I'm gonna show you guys this later. I got it from Etsy, but okay. So we've got the bag, and then we're gonna grab a card. Obviously, if you really wanna like think this through and what bags you want for certain days, like do that. But I'm not going honestly in any particular order for me. So I do use the envelope and I do use the card. And then essentially I'm gonna lay down the envelope like this with the flap side in, just to like, cause it's just a cleaner look. See how that's like cleaner than that? Cause then you're gonna see like, I don't know if you can tell. So basically we're gonna lay this down and then I'm gonna lay the card down on top. But this is like where you can honestly create multiple pockets if you wanted to. So if you wanted to kind of use this for junk journaling, you could definitely do that route instead of like necessarily creating like a family advent calendar. So like essentially you have a pocket here, right? And then you can cut, I imagine, you can cut the top off here and then you'd have another pocket straight in this way, because obviously like it's too wide to do it this way, if that makes sense. That's why I wouldn't like use that pocket per se, but you could do that if you wanted to, which would be really cute. And then we're gonna add the card on top. And the reason why earlier I said, oh, I might need my cutter is because I was thinking of cutting like, and I do this too as well, like I will cut and just use the front, that way it's not that bulky. But from a journaling perspective, you could definitely leave the card fully intact because then you have a journaling space right here. So there's that. And then I'm gonna take my Holy Grail tape. I'm telling you, like this tape should be like viral. I don't know, I just really like it. I like that it's just something I can depend on, if that makes sense. So I just appreciate it for that. So then what I do is I make long strips close to the edge, just because the closer to the edge, the better that it's going to be. Like, you know, it's just like where you would put a glue stick, like that same thing. And then you can add the tape like here, and then down here. I don't, because it would just be like more wasting a little bit more tape. So I just put a little bit in the center to kind of like push that flap down. And then you still would have the ability to cut up here and have that pocket. So then once you do that, and sorry, I'm like also trying to read comments, but it's just, I just can't. So then you do this, and oh, then you can decide like where you want your card to go. The reason why I always put mine at the very bottom is because I learned a long time ago that when I use these for advent calendars, I want space to like fold this in and close it. So you don't want like your card to be there. And I just got asked, what am I gonna put in the bags? We're gonna get into all that. So I like to put my bag or my card at the bottom, and then you can see like, or my envelope at the bottom, and then you can still see the trim of the bag, which I think looks really nice and really layered. So it's literally like the perfect size. Now remember, you have to get these smaller cards at Dollar Tree. They make like bigger cards, and then just those just unfortunately don't fit. Like I wish they did, because they're some of my favorites. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with this, and that's why I add the envelope, because then you see that like pop around it, and it just looks nice. So you could skip this step if you didn't want to, or like, you know, you just didn't want to add the envelope and just like save on tape, like if that's what you want to do. But I like adding it because it's just such a good frame. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. Oh, I'm going sideways. And then with this one though, sometimes I will like add a little bit at the top. I don't know why. Like, do you ever just like do things you just don't know? But then you just like explained why you don't do it, but that made no sense. Okay. So then, and I like this method too, just because it's like no fuss with the glue stick. It's just so much nicer. All right, so then you just want to center it, and then just like make sure it's in there. I will tell you, I don't know if like this was just like a known thing and I just didn't know about it, but let's say you want to do this right now, you have everything, but you don't have this tape, but you have a glue stick. Here's what you do. You pop the cap off the glue stick and you let it sit. Let it sit to the air for like 30 minutes, and it gets so tacky, and then the glue becomes like so much stronger. Like a glue stick becomes so much stronger, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, just let air get to it, basically. It's kind of like the same concept with like eyelash glue. People like let the glue kind of dry a little bit so it gets tacky. The same thing happens with a glue stick. And I just learned this myself the other day. I was just like, what? So anyways, here's the bag. Super cute. Now again, you can see like in this instance, it would have this flap. So from a junk journaling perspective, love this. From what I want to do with it, not like essentially, I don't want the bags to open. So, or I don't want the card to open, but I wanted to show you guys like, you know, how you could also use it from a journaling. So I'm just gonna take another little piece and then I'm just gonna close it. But in the other ones, I'm gonna cut the excess off. Hopefully I'm making sense. Okay, so there it is. So now it's not gonna open. And then we have room to fold the top over, and then you have your little bag. So then what I'm gonna do is grab one of these. You get, all this is from Dollar Tree. And then we're gonna essentially close it like this. And then you're gonna grab your pen, your chalk marker or whatever. And what color is this? Is this white or is it peach? Okay, yeah, it's white. And then you're gonna wanna write the day, the number. So, you know, if you're doing like an advent calendar, if you wanna do it more like a gift style, like let's say for a care package or just for home or like whatever, you could write the person's name. I don't know. So I've not used these. I don't want to ruin them. I do have like what's happening here? Glass, ceramic, porcelain, wood, rubber, metal, fabric, stone, paper, and more. Am I supposed to squeeze or something? Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't like, this is how I write my ones, like a lowercase l. So we're just gonna do that. And then, but this is like day 1 of October, okay? So I'm keeping mine like super simple, but there's that. So I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna just keep making them. And now I'm gonna talk about like what I plan on doing with like each bag. So like I mentioned, I wasn't quite sure like exactly what I wanted to do because like I just pointed out, there's so many different things you could do with this. You could even do like, this would be like a really cute idea for a friend mail, and you could just like fill up the lunch bag, and like that's just the space you get in your friend mail community, and like and then, you know, you send it to each other. I don't know. I love watching stuff like that on YouTube, by the way. And honestly, I would seriously join and send stuff, but I don't have the time. I wish I did. I bite off way more than I can chew. Like, but anyways, so I'm gonna do a combination of things with my bags, to be honest. I thought, why does it have to be like just one thing, you know, like why? I should have got my cutting tool, but but I'm not gonna walk away. Why am I sweating? Probably because I live in Florida and I'm wearing a sweater. That could be it. Okay, so see, now I'm just gonna use the front. But when I do journal, I do it the other way, where I leave the card intact and then I can journal in it. Okay, so why just use the card or the bags for one specific thing? So I just thought I would do multiple things with mine. So let's say that you wanted to really go with the advent calendar theme. You could, and maybe you want to do it for your kids kind of thing. I don't know where to look because I'm using my phone and I forget where the camera is because it's like sideways. But you could put like little gifts in them if that's the route you wanted to go, like each day, kind of like you may, you know, Christmas advent calendar, you know, little like gifts, whether it's little candies or chocolates or socks. Like every day you could put a little gift and like, there you go. Or you could do actionable stuff, kind of like a bucket list, like go on a hayride, go on a neighborhood walk in the autumn. I don't freaking know, okay? So you could do that. And then I'm gonna write the number 2 on this one. So it's a little messy. It's a little messy, but like, there we we go. Okay, so this would be October 2nd. So like I would open this on October 2nd. So yeah, like you could do all kinds of things. For me personally, like I said, I'm gonna do probably multiples. I mean, you're never too old, honestly, to do this. As most of you know, it's just me and Micah, and Micah's 21. She's gonna be 22 in December, but I don't give a crap how old she is. I will make her do advent calendar bags. Did I hear about Dallas? About the flooding, or like what are you talking about? Because my brother hasn't mentioned anything. He lives in Dallas. So now I'm curious to know what happened in Dallas. Oh, the flooding? Yeah. Yeah, I knew about it. Do I do the bags for Mike or for both? Yeah, so that's kind of what I was headed into. So they're typically done for Micah. Like, but this year it's gonna be kind of like for both of us, or for maybe even sometimes me, because, you know, sometimes, you know, Micah just doesn't want to do the things, and like that's okay. So for me, I'm gonna, and you can also like put things in here in your advent calendar that you already have, like a movie, a DVD box could go in here, or a book that you want to read that could maybe like fit in here could go in here, like that kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything new. It doesn't have to be a brand new gift. So for me, it's going to be a combination of a bunch of things. Like it's going to be like a bucket list. Like one day I'll probably put like the Hocus Pocus movie in here, and you know, on that day it'll be like, oh, I gotta watch, you know, Hocus Pocus, because, you know, these bags get packaged before October happens. So that way when October happens, it's almost kind of like a surprise too, because you don't really remember what days you put in anything, unless like you do. But listen, I don't remember 3 hours ago. So so there's that. Now I did want to make sure that all of my bags were different. So I made sure like all the cards are different. And it's just such a cute, simple, clean look too. You know, like I feel like it's such an easy craft. Absolutely anyone can do this. Like, you know, and watch a movie, you know, just like do that while you make your cards. I'm reading comments. So yeah, I'll probably put things like a novel that I want to read, you know, and on that particular day, it'll be something for me as an action item instead of for Micah. I'm going to probably put like little gifts for her, you know, here and there on a couple of days, kind of thing. There's my October 3rd. Wait, what? Is that the day on Mean Girls? What day is it? It's October 3rd. Was it October 3rd? Is that the day? Somebody tell me. Because I find it hilarious that like on that actual day, people just like, the whole meme comes back every single year. Okay, so look how pretty. It's like, look at that. Hello. It's October 3rd. How hilarious. But how cute and simple. All Dollar Tree. So that's it. How do you get the items you design on Amazon? Oh, so you can essentially, like there's just websites where you can get designs and use them. You can also buy them on Etsy as well. and like for commercial use essentially, and you get like a license to them. So there's just like multiple places that you can do that. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, you guys have basically seen how it's done, and it's not gonna change until I get to October 31st. This would be cute for date night for couples too. Yeah, you know, you don't have to have like kids to do something like this. Like, you know, I mean, Micah's 21, she's a young adult. And I still think it's fun. And like, you know, one day I'm gonna write for me, you know, go take a walk on the beach. Like, and that's what I'll do. And you can make it cute too, by the way. Like what you put inside of it can be super cute. Like if you wanted to take it extra, you know, you could just make a really cute little card that says like walk on the beach. You could decorate it like whatever, because you can reuse these year after year, you know. So like I remember one time when I first did Micah's advent calendar bag for Christmas, I had one bag. Now my Christmas bags are like decorated completely different. Like I really crafted into these bags. This I feel like is just very basic, but one of her bags for Christmas had a Monopoly theme. And that first year, I remember this specifically. I had gone to Big Lots and they had a really cute Monopoly mug. And so for that day in December when she opened her bag, she got a little Monopoly mug. And it kind of like matched the bag's theme. I love this freaking card. This little ghost. So there's that. And then Micah's birthday is also in December, so when I made the bag December 4th, I did it with a birthday theme specifically, so not related to Christmas. So if like that's the same thing you experience with somebody having a birthday, let's say in October or October 31st, like you don't have to make it Halloweeny. You could just make it a straight up birthday bag, and then what's in the package could be a little birthday gift. So here's October 4th. And then, yeah, so as far as like another thing that I'm gonna put in my bags, I will probably put like nail polish, and like that day I'll have to paint my nails. And it could be something Halloween-y, like black or orange or purple, you know? Yeah, and then you guys can like just talk amongst yourselves and give each other ideas. Because honestly, like that's my favorite part. I love when like I see you guys kind of just like talking to each other. So, where'd you get the pumpkins on the table? Those are Hobby Lobby. Here's what I'll say about buying pumpkins like this. It's kind of like you grind your teeth when you first buy them because, you know, it adds up. But then you'll always have them. And that's it. You know, it's kind of like a one and done. So, all right. Look at that. Please, somebody tell me why am I sweating? I'm the reason your money blows because you got. I feel like I should apologize. But yeah, like it's the sweater. Honestly, I don't know if it's the sweater because I'm always wearing a sweater like 24/7 when I lived in Texas. Okay? I have always been this way. I just feel like, I don't know what it is. Okay, we're opening up a new bag, and I'm gonna total the cost of this at the end, by the way. I can't imagine that it's going to be cheap because we are talking about, you know, I believe the cards are still $1 at Dollar Tree. So we already know we're at $31. Then we've got one bag. I guess I'm gonna total it now. We've got one bag, that's all you need, which will be $32. We're just gonna say $32 and then we'll add up the quarters later. So $32, and then I don't know yet how much tape we'll need, so we'll see. I imagine we'll probably get into 2 spirals of tape at the very least. And then, yeah, I'll calculate at the end. So this is October 5th. So, ta-da! So there's that. But Dollar General has cards too, and they're super cute. Okay, I'm gonna read some cards. Oh, they're 2 for $1? For real? Maybe they are, and I just I haven't been paying attention. Here's the next card. But yeah, so one of the things that I've really been thinking about a lot lately, and actually I started thinking about this before. I thought about this before I moved here. I was just you know, I love, this is a personal problem, by the way. It has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with anybody, but this Capricorn, this workaholic right here. But it's because I love what I do so much. I love both of my channels. I love the idea of having my Etsy shop. I love the idea of creating merch. I love the idea of you know, looking on Amazon and finding stuff that I can share with you guys. It doesn't sound time consuming, but it is. And, but then I don't have really time to do anything, any sort of actual living, if that makes sense. And I started thinking about this before I moved, and I was just I need to slow down in some form or fashion. I just honestly don't know how to make myself do that. I just don't. Even though I know I need to and I want to, it's just a hard concept for me. I literally don't know why. I got a little carried away here. So my point is that, you know, I have literally let YouTube become my life, and I gotta kind of find my way back to, you know, separating the two a little bit. What people, and I get this question a lot, whenever people ask advice for channels and stuff. The positive thing is, you know, just do it if that's what you want to do. That's it. There's no other you, and there's room for everybody. And, you know, because nobody can be me and nobody can be you. So, but what people don't know, the opposite side of it is you spend so much of your life, how do I say this? You spend so much of your life in the past, I guess you could say, because you have to re-edit yourself, and you have to relive and watch yourself in that content. So if I shoot 10 minutes of content, I have to go back through all those 10 minutes again. So you're essentially living that same moment twice. And while it doesn't sound like a big deal, and maybe it's just for me because I put out so much content, I'm literally reliving the same thing like over and over and over. I have no idea why I'm talking about this. Okay. But the point is, there's so many, like, I get asked so much to craft and that it takes up a lot of time. Like, you know, crafting is not something that you can just, you know, oh, I gotta do the dishes and like, boom, boom, boom. Like, no, you know, it's a creative thing, and it isn't something that like you should feel like, okay, you know, I gotta get done. And so, but I really, Groundhog's Day, my life is like, I mean, I wouldn't, yeah, I guess. But I kind of wish I had my cutting tool so I could cut a cleaner edge, but like, whatever. But how do I deal with negative people? It's just not my business. And trust me, I've gone through it all. I have, when you first start out, and this was my personal journey, I mean, I can't say this for anybody else, but when I first started out, it just wasn't something that bothered me just because it wasn't something that like I'd been used to. And then as I got bigger, it takes a toll. So then it hit me, and it destroyed me in a lot of ways. And then one day I just was like, for what? For who? Like, I don't even know them. And essentially no one like knows me, you know, like, and I'm just like, what if, you know, like, I don't know what this person's doing. Like, what if tomorrow they never watch me again? Like, you know, and they just like moved on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what? And and honestly, like, it's none of my business what anyone says about me, because it's essentially like holds no value. Because for me, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we're human, and yeah, we judge, and yeah, people, you just don't gel with certain people. Like, even I have that. Like, there's just certain people you're just like, it's, I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's just how it is. It's kind of like when you go on dates, it's the same thing. You know, like certain people catch your eyes, certain people don't. It doesn't mean that that person that doesn't catch your eye isn't great. It's just you just didn't vibrate with them well. And if I literally sat and spent my life wondering like why they didn't like me, I would literally be completely miserable. Like, miserable. And I'm just not in that frame of mind anymore. I don't let anything destroy me. Because at the end of the day, the irony is that I was destroying me, you know, over that. And it's like, what? So I just, honestly, I feel bad. Like, if that's what they want to do with their time, I guess go for it. So, and I also learned that like happy people don't hurt people. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Because I'm sorry, but you're not just going to be having the best day of your life and you're going to stop, you know, you're going to like stop to like be negative to somebody. When I like, yeah, that's just my take. But you know what though, y'all? I've been there, like in my 20s, you know, you go through it, you know. I'm not like the same person, you know, that I was, and I'm not supposed to be, you know. I'm 40. Like in my 20s, I was so negative. Ugh. And guess what? The only person I was hurting was me, because I'm the only person that can decide my feelings. Not a spouse, not even your child. Nobody is worth, or nobody is in charge of like how you feel. If you allow that, then I think that's like technically called codependency. But and like, but at the same time, like it's also hard not to like have the people closest around you impact you as well, you know. Like because trust me, like when Micah gets on her little moods, I'm just like, oh my god. But I'm not just sitting around walking like, oh, I'm perfectly happy when she's not happy, you know, like, you know. But I'm still the person that's responsible for my behavior, and it took me a long time to learn that, honestly. Like, so I'm not perfect. Please do not even go there. I know you haven't, but I just want to put that out there. So the answer is, how do I deal with it? I mean, it's just, I don't. And I actually have somebody now that that kind of like goes through my comments. So they have the ability to do that, because at the end of the day, I really like, the other thing is like, I don't want you guys to be upset or trying to defend me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't argue with people who are dead set on having like their own opinion. Like, why try? You know, like, okay, fine, like go for it, you know? Like, because I learned that the only person's opinion that matters to me is God's. Like, that's it. That's it. The end. So y'all tell me this is not the cutest thing. Like, do you see how clean and pretty that looks? And but yeah, like, you know, I've been that person. Like, I've been, when I was younger, the negative person and the glass half empty, and you know, nobody really wants to be around that all the time. It's very draining. I'll talk about how I hang the bags up here in a second. So so anyways, I just don't want you guys to like worry, because trust me, like I'm good. But I had to go through it. I'm sure like a lot of other YouTubers or anyone, like, you do not have to have a certain number of people who want to watch you to have somebody that just doesn't like you. But I stopped trying to understand why they keep coming back, you know. So it sounds like pretty personal to them, but ooh, okay. So anyways, the point is, I just want all of my stuff to just be light and fun, you know, just Dollar Tree hauls for the love, you know what I'm saying? So how I hang these up, well, once I get stuff into the bags, they sit rather nicely. Unless, of course, it's something like an action item, like a bucket list item. Like, I could write on a piece of paper, It could be something as simple as writing on a piece of paper and saying, go get your nails done, or go for a walk, or go for a bike ride. So in that instance, you know, but they, look at that, even empty, they sit so well because that the heaviness of the card just keeps it upright. So when you, even if you don't have anything, you know, like, boom. And you can decide, like, yeah, exactly. You could place your bags in a large witch's brew pot. That's just absolutely adorable. Love that. It also kind of depends on, like, if you're going to have a certain theme of what you're going to do with your bags. I just did all these out of order. So am I on 10? Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm on October 10th, which is my brother's birthday. Love that. Oh, we've got a bot in here. I don't know how to remove them. That's just so disgusting. Okay. Thank you. So like, let's say you're gonna do something where you're not gonna put any like physical gifts in here. You're gonna do more like a bucket list kind of thing. Then your bags are essentially gonna be more flat like this, you know, so you could put them like in a little tray or however you wanna do it, or if you have like a command center. Thank you so much, Liz. You could also hang them one by one in a command center. Like, there's like a lot of different ways that you could actually style your advent calendars, which I've shown as well. Like, let's say you have one of those like blanket little wood ladder things. You can maybe string your cards. When I do these specifically for Micah, like, I would personally pull out every card. Like, I would keep them in my, like, I would keep the other days tucked away, and then for Christmas I would pull out each bag, and each bag I'd place it somewhere different every time. So so you could do it like that. You know, it's really going to come down to your preference, and Pinterest is a great place, honestly, to get ideas on, like, you know, where you want to put them. I mean, you don't have to have them all out together. Or you can, it's just, again, it's all gonna be preference. So now I'm just gonna start rattling off some ideas on what I know I'm gonna put in mine. Thank you, Tammy. I'm gonna put, I plan on putting some, like, even some jewelry that I already have, some like, but because it's my Halloween advent calendar, I want a lot of it to kind of have, you know, an October feel. So I'm going to go into like my jewelry, like as an example, and I'll pick out some fun Halloween earrings that I have, and I'll just throw them into the bag. So I'll basically pack my bags probably over time, but like I'll try to do it all in September. And then that way they're all done. So before we hit October 31st, the bags will be done. But even like if you want to, you could do them as you go. You know, it really kind of depends on you, and like if you think like you'll kind of like keep up with it that way. But for me, I'd want to get all of them done because I am so busy that like I just know I'd have to get them done before. So I'll go into like my earrings, I'll pick out something cute and Halloweeny, again, something I already own, and I'll just throw them into the bag, and like that's the bag. And then when I open the bag and I find my Halloween earrings, I'll be like, oh, you know, and then I'll have to kind of that day, let's say it's October 10th, I will have to kind of, my outfit that day will have something around my earrings, and I'll wear the earrings, if that makes sense. So a lot of like things that you can do from home, or something even as simple as, and again, this is just for me and my life because y'all know my life's very simple and small, I guess, or at least I think it is. But like I'm gonna go and pick out one of my already Halloween mugs, and then I'll place it in the bag. And then I will, when I open the bag, I'll be like, oh, you know, this will be the mug that I use today for my coffee, kind of thing. So I'm gonna do stuff like that. I'm gonna put a novel that I already own as well in here. You know, it's you have to think about, one is the bag for you. If it's not for you and you're doing it for your kids, I'm sure that'll be, you know, you could put, again, movies, books, things for y'all to do, go on a hayride or make caramel apples, you know, color, like, and then what you color could be like Halloween. As a matter of fact, I just got some Halloween coloring books from Dollar Tree. So, you know, you could definitely stick to your seasonal theme. Thank you, by the way, for reporting that again for me. Because honest to God, I wouldn't even know how to do it. Like, I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, I don't even know. Now, if the bag is for you, or you're gonna be part of the bag, you might want to think about what is it that you want to get out of October? Because, you know, like, the point of this is to kind of like be in the moment, be present, enjoy the season. So it's going to be a personal thing for you on like what you want to add. So if, let's say, you want to create this so that you can maybe be more present in the moment, maybe kind of slipped away from you last year, you can create this bag and, you know, do all the things that you feel like you just didn't focus on as much that you would want to this year. And again, that's gonna be personal. So like if you just didn't watch that many Halloween movies, put movies into your bag. If you know, didn't get that pumpkin spice latte, indicate that in some way in your bag. And so I will be putting in a book because I feel like I want to do more cozy reading, you know, cozy up with a blanket. And you know, I just had an idea. So I have one of those like portable printers. I just got mine from Amazon, and they are like the Bluetooth, so you can like straight print from your phone. And you could even like take a picture, and that could be like what goes in your advent calendars. Like, for example, I need an administrator when I go. I do have an administrator on. I don't know if she's on, but she should be. But yeah. So, anyways, so you could take like, for example, I just said how I'm gonna put a book in here. If you just wanted to be extra, because like, listen, I'll probably be that person where I might be a little bit extra about it. And you could take a picture of like maybe even the spot. Like, let's say I put in a book in here that I already own, Joanna Lindsay, Julie Garwood, you already know what's up, okay? I put in this book. I could also get my phone out. Well, y'all are my phone. I could take a picture of my patio, and maybe I could even make it cute. I could go just grab a orange pillow, grab a pumpkin or something, and take the book that's gonna go in here, and I could put the book, like style it up really cute, kind of like a little Instagram pic, and then I could take the picture, print it, and then that could go in here along with the book itself, because like that's what's gonna fit in here. You know, I can't fit my patio furniture in here. So when I open it, I'll have to read the book, but like in that spot. You know, like you could really just do whatever you want. And honestly, like I thank the journaling community for this, because in a lot of ways, they taught me, like, just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, do whatever you want. It's like, okay. So we're on October 12th. We're not even halfway done. So, but they are just looking so cute. Also, heads up, but like these newer bags are so much brighter and crisper at Dollar Tree. So look for your bags too. That will be a factor, because the older bags at Dollar Tree are darker brown, which those are great too. And like, you know, it's all gonna be preference, because those bags are great too. Like, they just have that vintage look because they're extra crinkly. But if you want a cleaner look and you're gonna stop at Dollar Tree, just like look at your bags, you know, and the packaging, and make sure like they are to your liking, basically. The little teddy bear. The chokehold this little card has on me. Please stop. Please. Somebody, anybody. Okay. Hi, Callie. There's something on my phone. I was like, what is that? So those are just some ideas. So I'm gonna put a book. I'm gonna put nail polish. And you could also I would do this beforehand. I would get a little journal, and I would think about, again, what is it that you want out of your bags? You know, what is it that you want to accomplish, whether it's for yourself or for your family, like whatever it may be. Like, what is it that you want out of it? And then you grab your journal, and then you write down the 31 days or however many days you want to do it. And then you make sure that as you're scripting out like what you want to happen, you get everything in, you know, that you want done. And then obviously, like, you know, like for example, if I was doing this while Micah was still in high school, I would also be considering her schedule, you know, football games, her cheer games, like, you know, are we going to be able to go on a hayride on a Wednesday? You know what I'm saying? So like, think about what day it is, what that means for your schedule. So that's why I would definitely kind of also grab your journal and, you know, do that. And also be kind to yourself, you know, if like you don't get done the thing that's in that bag either. That's another thing. Like, I've had to learn to like have grace for myself, you know, and just, okay, try again tomorrow. Like, every day, it's a work in progress, being human, you know, every day. What was the comment? It's disappeared. I don't know why they just disappear. Somebody just asked me a question. Do I think I will get many trick-or-treaters? You know, I don't think so, but we'll see. And the reason why I say this is because I don't know if it's just like a Florida thing, but let me tell you, one of the perks about what I've noticed living here, you do not get all the solicitation. It didn't matter. In Texas, the neighborhoods, HOA, like there were signs in the neighborhood entrance, no solicitation. Like, and if there's a sign, like, you know, it's illegal to do it. It never stopped one person, never. And just like the amount of solicitation I would get, and the, you know, the flyers at the door constantly, you know, I don't know. So like here I've gotten zero, nothing, never. So I really just don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna be ready, but like, I don't know. So anyways, I hope you guys are liking the crafting and live. I know it's a Friday, so what's everyone doing? While you answer and let us all know, I just want to tell you guys, by the way, that all of the channels and Instagram accounts and TikTok accounts that I ever watch are recommended always by you guys. So please do not stop your recommendations, because you just don't know how happy it's made me to, like, when you guys tell me about people and I find them and then I love them. I just, like, the other day somebody tagged me in a TikTok account for journaling, and I'm just like, thank God. Thank God this person tagged me, because, like, what if I never found them? So I just want to thank you guys if you do that. Oh, you're in the UK? Oh. No, because please, I'm obsessed with people in the UK. You know, just everyone around the world, honestly. Like, I love all the different, like, walks of life. But I will say this, like, if I could go anywhere in the world, like, I have a serious fascination with South Korea. And it's funny because I was talking to my brother about this, and he was like, he's been, and he was like, no, he's like, I love it. So we just have so much in common. But anyways, I wish my fear of flying. I mean, look at this Dollar Tree card. Look, so cute and girly and fun. No, I want to come to England so bad. Do you ever, like, I forgot, people answered what they were doing on Friday, and I need to, like, see what y'all are saying. Can you link? I will, when this live is over, I will absolutely link everybody. I'll just go ahead and tell you at the, like, the top of my head. Rebecca Hoots. As a matter of fact, she's on right now in my office. I just love her. I love, like, I honestly, I can't even describe. I don't even know. I just know I do. All right, I'm grabbing my second pack. So we aren't even halfway done, and I'm grabbing pack number 2. I'm just mentioning this because I'm going to be totaling the price for you guys on this project. So Rebecca Hoots. Ugh, please. She is just a gem. I swear. Then there's Lyric Lover Crafts. I think her name is Amber. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But oh, man. Like, honestly, this is what YouTube's about. And it blows my mind because I've always felt like the smallest channels should be the biggest channels. Yeah, I'll have to link them. Hang on. Her name, okay, I got that right. Oh, no. Rebecca mentioned me? No, that's it. That's it. I'm done. No. I'm trying to catch up and watching her videos, so, I just got chills. She is like, these people are celebrities to me. They are. They're my celebrities. I'm shook. You know what? I may not be able to watch it because, yeah. But yes, I will link, again, come back, check when this live is over, and I will link everybody under the sun that you need to know about. Back to England, I need to be there. I need to go. And I need to see the Royal Ballet Company. It is I don't actually like have like a life bucket list. It's just not something like, meh. But like that's just something I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So, no, I'm not. I'm absolutely not, but thank you. Look, this is so vintage. Like, is this not the prettiest little bag you've ever seen? She's using my orange. The plaid one? She bought the plaid one? No, I have to see Yasmin dance. She's a principal dancer. She's my favorite. And by the way, it's almost World Ballet Day. It happens in October. So, you know, I could even consider that when doing these bags. Like if I wanted to, you know. I don't know how, but you know, just kind of like if you don't know what World Ballet Day is, it's where certain companies, Royal Ballet Company is one of them. I believe Australia is another. Not all of them do it, but there are certain, like, I just got chills. I'm too much. Like, I just got chills over this, but okay. It's where they let you in on their whole day of classes, and it's everything. If you do not know about World Ballet Day, now you know. And I get to like watch Yasmin practice, and she is the most beautiful ballerina I've ever seen in my life. And she's also like a turner, like that's just what I call it. I'm sure there's like a technical term for this, but she can turn like it's nothing. Nothing. Like what? So anyways, I really would love to go to England to see them. I just don't know like which dance I would want to see. I really like the Jules one and Firebird. I don't necessarily like, Micah really loves like Black Swan, like that's like the one she talks about the most, but I just don't know if like that'd be the one, honestly. I would love to see the Nutcracker. You know? Okay. I feel like my days need to be a little bit bigger. But now I've kind of gone this route, so I want them to be kind of, you know, flow. But okay. Right. October 17th. Any October 17th birthdays? I'll go ahead and tell you guys a little like elementary story. Actually, this might be quite interesting to y'all. In elementary school, my first boyfriend that I ever remember, he was actually, okay, this is crazy because my first boyfriend was a twin and my high school sweetheart was a twin. I guess I have a thing for twins. why have one when you have two? No. So my elementary first boyfriend was a twin, and I really did like him. Like, I remember being, I think in like 4th grade, and I had liked him like even before then, I think. And anyways, his birthday was on Halloween. You know, my birthday is on Christmas, so I just thought we were like meant to be, because we had like, you know, holiday birthdays. And the crazy thing is, and this like literally means nothing. Like, I don't know why this is, but my whole adult life, your birthday's October 3rd. Oh, we were just talking about October 3rd. When I dream, I don't, rarely, like very rarely, you're October 23rd. I rarely dream about people I know, except for Micah. Oh, your son's birthday is my brother's birthday. Love our Libras. And except for Micah, like, I always just like, always had like dreams or like even nightmares, you know, just like, I'm sure that's like a mother thing. But I would dream about him like my whole adult life. And mind you, like, we weren't like, you know, in any sort of contact. Like, her birthday's October 11th. So there, in essence, there was really absolutely no reason ever for me to like dream about him. And you know, when they say like you hear, I feel like we hear a lot of different things about like why you dream certain things, but like, I couldn't even chalk this up to like my subconscious, like thinking about him, because I wasn't. Like, I'll just like dream about him and I'll wake up like, oh my God, like I dreamed about him again. It's just bizarre. It just happens like like once a year kind of thing. And I'm just like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, is there just like, there's someone random that you just like dream about? Like, and it's not even someone like you even thought about that day or like even weeks prior or months prior. It's the weirdest thing. So that's my little story time about that. Here's the next card. Your birthday's October 2nd. Wow, lots of October birthdays up in here. I just watched a video on the most, the least rare birthdays and the most rare birthday. So the craziest thing is the least rare birthdays were all September. Every single one of them. So basically, like, everyone's birthday is September 9th, 17th, 19th, which is funny because my nephew's birthday is the 19th. And so those are like the least rare, you know, just meaning like a huge population of people's birthdays are in September, and specifically like those days. There were more days in September, by the way, not just the 9th, 17th, and 19th. But then they got into the most rare birthdays, and coming in like number 5 was, hold on, I gotta think about it. Number 5, and again, these are the most rare. I don't remember exactly the order, but 4th of July was 1. January 2nd is 1. January 1st is a rare one, but the most rare birthday is December 25th. It's me. It's me. Oh, another one was December, was it 24th? Yeah, I think that was number 5. Number 5 was December 24th. Number 4 was July 4th. Number 3 was like July 2nd. Number 2 was July 1st. And the most rare birthday is December 25th. So I just find it's just very interesting, you know? Very crazy. So there's that. Yes, the live is still living. We are still living up in here. So hopefully I've given you guys like a good general, oh, that did not. And I love how forgiving this tape is too. Like that's the other thing, like you see like it did not rip up anything. I love this tape. So hopefully I've given you guys a pretty good overview of like these little advent calendar bags. Yeah, so I'm gonna put movies in mine, I'm gonna put books, I'm gonna put jewelry, and it'll be like jewelry I already own, jewelry that just on that specific day, I'll have to wear them. You know, it's like things that I don't want to forget or miss. You know what I mean? So, and you can do these. You can do these for care packages as well. You know, if you feel like you just want to put it together for someone, put them all together, put them all in a box and ship it, and that person will just have to open them on those days. Now here's another thing that you could do as well. Let's say you like more of the bucket list thing. Like for example, if you're not gonna use every single bag to maybe like put in a physical item, but you wanna do more of like, you know, action things, actionable things, hay rides, pumpkin patches, that kind of thing, you could just make one bag. Just make one. And instead of numbering this, I believe I have enough to share this concept, yeah. You could do this. These freaking paint pens for real. Hang on. Okay, you could make a little fall bucket list instead of numbering. And then you make one single bag and then you write out all your things, 31 days of things. And like, that's it. And then you draw. And you can even put them on little popsicle sticks, which I've made those on my channel. So you can go watch the popsicle stick ones. You can just paint the popsicle sticks if you just want to do like a little bit of extra something. And then you write your to-do on the popsicle stick and then you just draw. And like, that's it. You don't have to do it in a, you know, a day by day. And then that way you can just draw when you want. You know, if you'd rather have that experience and not be like, boom, 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 this day. Is Lyric Lover, is Amber on here? Did I just see her photo or am I tripping? Oh, no. One of you just kind of look like her. So, you could do that. So, I just felt like I definitely needed to get another video like this out here because I talk about these freaking cards so much in my hauls. I'm just like, are they sick of me with this or like what's happening? Oh, I forgot to cut. It's okay. I forgot to cut the excess off. I talked about this earlier, so if you missed it, you could definitely leave it on and just journal if like, could do that for journaling. But as an advent calendar, like I just didn't want that to happen, but I'll just take another little piece and close it this way. This is double-sided tape, so simple fix. There we go. All right, so we're on the 19th. This pen is kind of having like a little splattered effect. Okay, it's not a chalk marker. It's a paint pen, so that's one of the issues there. Okay. So we're getting closer. Did I like the cinnamon rolls that I baked? I need to make them again because I think in the video I mentioned that I talked about cooking time and they did not cook long enough. So I need to do it again. They were just, yeah. And I don't know if you watch my vlogs, but in a vlog, I had made this pasta that I saw. Micah sent it to me from like an Instagram reel. And so we made this pasta and I was just kind of like, And at the time, like, and I said it in the video too, I was like, oh, I didn't cook the linguine long enough. Like, I'm just not used to cooking linguine. I'm used to cooking thin spaghetti, so different cooking time there. And so I underbaked, or I undercooked the linguine. And so I remember saying in the video, like, I need to cook it longer. And so I really, honestly, it was just like, even if I cook it longer, like, I'm just not gonna like it. And because I just didn't think that I liked the pasta other than like that issue. But y'all, I ended up making it for my sister-in-law when she came in. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll eat it, you know? Yeah. It was so good. It was delicious. It's crazy how like one little thing can just change the whole game. So the point is, I now have learned that I just need to make those cinnamon rolls again because I just know it's probably going to be amazing. She's asking about the viral cinnamon rolls where you add the heavy cream. FYI. Oh, did I put DOY? That must have been autocorrect. It's supposed to be DIY. I kept seeing DOY. I was like, what? I don't know. Because I can't see like what y'all are seeing. But before I start the live, it makes me like type in a title. So it must have auto-corrected or something. I don't know. So I'll change that when... DOY. Do on your own. Okay. So yeah, so this is my little craft. As you can see, it's simple. But like if this is, you know, like some people just don't want to do the most. I feel like this is very like, you know, there's no fuss. There's no having to think. It's just something you can kind of, in a lot of ways, do on automatic pilot, you know? Watch yourself a good movie and there you go. I just did it again. I just keep forgetting to cut the back off, but that's okay. I love this little card. This little card's come back several years, which I find crazy because, like, okay, that could make sense if it was Dollar Tree, but these are Hallmark cards. So it's like, is just Hallmark just keep, because I feel like Hallmark's like one of those people like where they will refresh and do new prints every year. You know what I mean? So why do they, listen, I don't want to question it because I love these. I do. I love them. So, okay, we're on 21. Go. So I'm gonna put movies and books and nail polish and earrings, all things again that I already own. I'll probably put in some like new little things for Micah, you know. A lot of her books that she reads, they're just not gonna fit in here. You know, I read like those small little paperback romance novels, so they fit really well in here. But because Micah's just, I just put that on the wrong side. Is that gonna bother me? Too bad, if it is. Micah's just not like, I wouldn't say hard to shop for. She just, you know, she's just very simple. Like books. Like that, the end. Start and end. But she already owns all of them. So it's like, okay, that's it. So I probably won't put really much of anything in here like that's new for her per se. So it'll just be like, you know, just something fun for me to kind of feel grounded, like I talked about earlier, where, you know, I just talked about like how I just I'm so caught up doing all this for YouTube that I forget to kind of live. And, you know, next thing I know, like the time has gotten away from me, and this will kind of help me be in the holiday moment. This one's hilarious. I hauled this one last year. So now we're on the 23rd. Okay, don't mess this one up. Also, by the way, thank you to everyone who has ordered a kit from me. I'm actually just now kind of getting to a point where I don't have to spend hours and hours, but I'm waiting on like additional materials, so I still have a bunch of orders that need to be shipped soon. So just thank you if you bought one. I hope you love it. And like this is also something I would do for my junk journal. And like I mentioned, I would, and some of them I've done for the kits. Like I've crafted some things and I would leave like this little flap and then you can journal in there. So, but I'm not using these. These again are advent calendars. 31 days of Halloween. Oh, somebody earlier asked if I was ready for Hocus Pocus 2. This was asked like an hour ago. And I meant to answer it earlier, but the answer is yes. I think there's like 42 days left until Hocus Pocus 2 comes out, but I'm also one of those people where I'm very like, I wouldn't say the word's protective, but I'm very, I have an eye, you know, I just have an eye over here, like, I hope it doesn't kind of like ruin the originals. So I'm holding my breath. Because here's the thing. For me, I like 80s, 90s, even early 2000s. I'm not like the biggest fan of the new stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. Like I watch certain things for sure. but there's just something warm and cozy about how movies were filmed, you know, in those time periods. So I'm like, am I going to like Hocus Pocus 2 if they make it 2 with the times? You know? Like they even put Mary on a Roomba. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, like I did laugh. I thought that was pretty hilarious, but in the same breath, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what my reaction's gonna be. I was born in 1981 too. Love that. So I'm kind of holding my breath. My videos helped you. Oh, man, that's. I'm glad. I'm glad that. I mean, I hate that that was a bad time for you, but. Honestly, though, truly humbling when somebody says that to me. Yeah. 1968, 82, like I feel like out of, I always like feel like I see people born in 82 and I'm like, I was like, was I the only person born in 1981? It's like, no one. I've never seen anyone really like say, oh, 1981, but I don't know. My brother was 1980. (1963), 77. You're October 3rd, 1981. Love that. Lives are interesting because when I keep the video up, you won't see like the comments flowing through. And so if somebody were to go back and watch the live when it's no longer live, I feel like I look hilarious, just like staring at like, you know, nothing, I guess, essentially in that. It's trippy to me. Super trippy. Okay, we're on October 24th. Ooh, this bag is really pretty. And you know what? You could also, like, again, if you like this concept, but you need a little something extra and you don't know what it is, a little bow. You could add little bows. That would be cute. Okay, but look, y'all. I'm going to show you all the bags here in a second. We are really getting down to it. And I've got to go soon because, you know, Loki's like, he's like, what's going on here? But like, listen to him. He's so good in his kennel. Oh, you like my deep thoughts? Yeah, they're just so deep. 1994. Love that. I was in middle school. Actually, I'll never forget. I was in middle school when the O.J. Simpson thing happened. Like live. The teachers were turning it on because I remember our TVs were like in the corner, up in the corner, and we were watching him fleeing on the highway in his Bronco. And I was just like, what's going on? I didn't know what the hell was going on. But I have a theory on what I think happened if anybody wants to hear it. So you just comment yes, let me know. I'll tell you what I think. Your teachers did the same thing? Yeah, it was insane for like middle schoolers, but it was so Okay, everyone's saying yes. Okay, I'll tell you what I think. And honestly, I think I nailed it, but like whatever. It was his son. I think his son did it because OJ's reaction to like the fling and the whole thing like was just, okay, the glove didn't fit, but like why all of this? And it makes sense because he was protecting his son. His son did it. His son hated Nicole, hated, and there's actually like, he has said it, there's proof of it. He's actually like even hurt her before, I believe. And he was like a chef or something like that. So the whole knife situation, and the glove would definitely fit him. And I think he couldn't take it and he straight up killed her. And I think OJ, I don't know. Yeah, he beat Nicole too. Like the son, like literally physically beat her up. And he was just like super insanely violent with her. And so when you kind of like, yeah, he's in for something else. I don't really know. But he, the glove would most definitely fit him. The knife actually, from what like, the knife belonged to him, or like he had been using the knife because he was like trying to be a chef or like whatever or something like that. And I think OJ was trying to cover up for that. I think he did the flaying to help his son kind of like have time to get away. No, OJ's son, not Nicole's son. No, Nicole's children were very young at the time. Sydney and I forget their son's name. But it was OJ's son was someone else. So anyways, that's what I think. And yeah. So very, very sad. Because I mean, it just didn't make sense, you know, like. But I'll never forget. I will never forget our teachers turning that on, and I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we watching this? I really didn't know what I was watching at first. But yeah. All right, I'm on October 26th. Oh, East Texas has my heart. Love that. What are you, like Kilgore, Longview? I love this little one. I love this card. Okay. Now, this is my last card in this format, so I just need to decide what I'm gonna do, which I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I'll explain that in a second. Yeah, and you could have goals too, exactly. Like, that's a great idea, by the way. West Texas, like El Paso. Yeah, that's a great idea. You could like slip in goals, just like, again, it's all going to be very personal. And I would just, again, highly recommend before you just start throwing things in a bag, decide what it is that you want out of the project. If it's nothing and you just want to throw in little goodies, like, let that be it.
you know, get some candy. Maybe every day it's a little candy for the kids. I don't know. Like, it could be very simple. It could be very well thought out. Like, whatever it is that it needs to be for you. I forget how old Jason was, but he was a young adult, right? Like, he had to have been somewhere in his late teens or early 20s, I think. It just blows my mind that he like got away with that. What? That's honestly kind of like what blows my mind a lot. And I don't know if this is just, oh, Mount Pleasant. I've been there. It's a sweet little town. It always blows me away that like whenever there's like a trial on the show, the trial is always about that person, right? Like, for example, O.J. Simpson. It was about O.J. Simpson. It was about one side proving he did it and one side proving he didn't. But then that's like the end. So if they successfully said, oh, you don't have enough to prove OJ did it, but that's the end of the trial, no one's going to talk about how, hello, she still died. Are we not going to, we're not going to visit who could possibly have done it? Like, and that's it. That's the end. And the same thing with like JonBenet. It's like one side's proving the parents proving they didn't. Like, okay, so now what? I don't know. Does that make sense to anybody? That's always like blown my mind. I don't understand. Maybe it's just because they don't have any other evidence, and maybe like their strongest lead was OJ. You know, maybe that's what it has to be, because you can't just maybe like start accusing people kind of thing. But it's just like, I don't know, it just blows my mind. So we're just gonna not try to find out who did it, or okay. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy to me. All right, so I'm gonna stop for now and I'll tell you guys why. And I'm gonna kind of total out the project. With JonBenet, oh my God, I literally for the life of me with her, I can't quite land on a solid, but I think it was the brother too. But you need to go watch, if you haven't watched the Mile Higher episode with Kendall Ray. She did it with her husband and that other big YouTuber. I forget what her name is. I've never watched her before. I never even heard of her, but she's like super, like she has the freaking details. She knows stuff about JonBenet's case I'd never even heard of. Like, she knew the exact layout of the house and like where JonBenet's room was. Like, all of these things that you think wouldn't be important to know, but they are so insanely important to know. Like, they literally, y'all, this house was massive, and they literally kept JonBenet on the opposite. Stephanie Harlow, thank you. They kept JonBenet on the opposite side of the house by herself. Their bedroom and the son's bedroom together, and they had little JonBenet by herself when like there was a room by them. But like, also, I can also understand the flip side. Maybe it was like the cutest room. I really don't know. I don't know like the options of the rooms. Maybe like the mom just like really liked that room for her kind of thing. But like, she was also super young, and like, I just don't know. But I did find that weird, because there was evidence of, and I know this like just took a turn, But there was evidence that she had been like sexually harassed for long periods of time. Like it wasn't just like that one thing. And it's just like, it kind of makes me like think, is that like a connection to like the, I don't know, like it, I could literally vomit. But so anyways, that's why for me it's so, I just can't quite land. I'm not ruling out the dad. I hate saying that, but like I just don't know. It's, I know that the letter was absolutely atrocious. Everything that the cops did, unfortunately, was, it ruined the case. They straight up started calling a bunch of people, almost like they knew. I don't know if they knew and they were just that freaking smart, but they literally, the parents started calling up all their friends on Christmas morning, and everyone came into the house. So now you've got tarnished scene. And I always thought the dad finding her was the biggest the biggest giveaway. And like his reaction, I don't know, it's hard to say again, because like, you know, we all do react very differently, so it's not fair to say, oh, his reaction was, because when we're under a certain type of stress, like sometimes like I'll laugh when I'm upset or nervous, you know what I mean? But like, so it's but the JonBenet case, like, oh, for sure it was dad and brother. And the parents knew, like they knew, they were involved. I think that they tied her up and they staged it, which makes me like, literally makes me so fun. Oh, I can't. Man, that whole case is like mind-boggling to me. Like that poor little baby. I don't even know. Wait, what? No. See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, and then the connection with the placement of JonBenet's room, like I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's why, like, I know a lot of people are focused on the brother, but like I think for sure, I think the brother physically hurt her, like for sure. He caused a lot of trauma. But something like has been nagging me about the dad for like so long, but who knows? So yeah, sorry this took a turn, but so I went up to the 27th. The reason why I stopped here instead of going 31 days is because I do want all of my bags to like, I want all of it to be very cohesive, because I could use these, but see, these are very different. These have a pop-up like feature, and I'm just way too anal to like change up the style of the card, whereas these are flat. Does that make sense? So I'm just gonna have to go back to Dollar Tree and get a couple more cards and finish out to my 31 days. So, but let's say that I finish up. I do believe 2 rolls of the tape, but you know, tape is tape. It just kind of depends on how much you kind of use as yourself. But like I ended up using 2 rolls. So 2 rolls, that's gonna be $2.50, $1.25, That's $3.75 plus all of the cards, which are they still 2 for $1 at Dollar Tree? Because then that would mean 31 divided by 2, we'll just say $15, okay, round it out. So you're looking at $18, $19. Did I get that right? That's the total cost of the project-ish. If you were to do 31 days and, oh, wait, no, I didn't include these. Okay, so then you get 4 to a pack and 31 divided by 4. So how many packs was that? Y'all, I can't. Can somebody tell me? Okay, so we're probably gonna say somewhere in the ballpark of $22, $23. Right? That's what this would cost you if you walked straight into Dollar Tree. That's what you could expect to spend. Definitely less than 25, maybe there with like tax. So I don't have to buy any more of these because I already have them. I just have to go grab a couple more cards to finish out to 31. So I'm just gonna like, I wish I could hold them all up, but like, look how cute these are. Like, is that not just fresh? I know, you keep seeing Micah's legs in the back. It's so funny. She's been like, I don't know what she's been doing. Like, this card is so cool with the purple foil. My LED candles are from Amazon. And these particularly come in like a huge set of like, I forget how many, 10, 8? As they're battery operated, they come with the remote. Love these. I've had these specifically for a long time. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's other little orange lights down in here. And those are like fall. They have some like leaves on them. They're also LED lights. They are also from Amazon. So if you go back and watch the whole live, which I will put it up for you guys, that will answer your question on what I'm putting in the bags. So, like, look how sweet these bags are. Oops. Another favorite is this one. Like, look at that. Okay, should I just do them one by one? Because I feel like y'all deserve that in the very least. October 1st. Another one of my favorites is this card. Another favorite. I mean, all of them, to be honest. Like, this one's really pretty. And I just love, like, and then they all have the same orange envelope around the trim, and it just brings everything together and makes them all look so nice and neat. This one's very different because it kind of has a different cutout shape. Love that. Kind of like this one too, which is the 11th, but here's the 10th. I love the 10th. And the 11th, very vintage. Okay, where's the 12th? Uh-oh. Did I already show it? Did I already show it? Did I go out of order? Yeah, I did. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the cute little bear. Another favorite. 14, another favorite. And you can also do these as like little gifts, you know, packet full of little things, a little gift card for the teacher, you know, and like put her name, Mrs. whatever, on a little chalk thing. Wait, no. Wait, did I just go out of order again? No, there we go. Here's this 18th. This one's so cute. Bewitched, I get from that. Okay, here's the 19th. 20th is really fun. 21, or the 21st. Like, aren't these little clothespins like the perfect size for this project? Here's the 22nd. Another very vintage. Oh, I forgot to close that one. Let me close it real quick. Okay, there we go. 23rd. 24th. This card, I talked about this in the haul, but truly, in person, the black glitter is so pretty. The 25th. And the 26th, another favorite of mine. And the last one for today, which is the 27th. Again, I just need to go back to Dollar Tree and get more of the cards and finish it up. Again, I have these, but they're just not, they don't flow with these cards, so I just have to go back and get a couple more, which that doesn't make me sad at all. So, all right, that's it, you guys. I hope you had so much fun with the crafts and the chats. We've solved some mysteries. You know we did. You know we did. So that's all I'm gonna say. We did. The end. We know what happened. Where am I gonna place these? I still haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do with them. I liked the lady who suggested like one of those big cauldrons you can probably get like Walmart and just like put them all in there. It's going to depend on just the structure of the bags, because I also want to probably keep them very neat, so I don't want them to overly wrinkle with these specifically. So I could just kind of like fill them up and kind of keep them tucked away nice and neat, and then pull each one out, you know, set it out the night before for everyday kind of thing. You know, so I could possibly be doing that. And then that means that, like, let's say it's the 21st, it's time to set this one out. I don't know yet where. I haven't even decorated for Halloween. I've decorated for fall, but not Halloween yet. So it'll just kind of depend. So I really don't know just quite yet where they're gonna go. But, so there's that. So yeah, so definitely go back and watch the entire live if you kind of want to know what I'm gonna do with mine, all the ideas that I gave you guys and that you gave each other too for what could go in these bags. Definitely go read through the comments. I don't know if the comments from the live stay with the video or not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Would I make and sell them? I have not done that. However, if you've ordered my mystery kits on my Etsy shop, some people, not everyone, because I do like different crafts for different things. I've done some of these for some of them, so. I just didn't know that people like want to buy this. I mean, you could easily, I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's not easy, but yeah, I don't know. So there's that, and I hope you guys had so much fun me doing a live. Again, I'm gonna try to do more of these since you guys really liked the last one, so that's why I did it again. But I'm gonna go let Loki out of his kennel, and I will see you guys next time. And if you do these, please tag me in the photos. Like if you have Instagram, please tag me because I want to see what you did. Yeah, so. All right, guys. I'm just sorry. I'm just sitting here reading all the comments coming through, so. There's a lot of this. All right, well, I'm gonna go let Loki out, and I hope you guys have a good Friday night. I'm gonna go watch The Nanny and journaling, and I'm going to mop my floors because they're nasty. And I'm trying to look and see. Oh, you know what? I got my office desk in, so I need to probably put that together, but I don't want to. So that's not gonna happen. And I was in college when O.J. Simpson trial was going on. We sat in the comments to watch. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. Like like I said, I was in middle school. Like, why the teachers? We literally we did not do any classwork. We all just sat and watched this guy flying down the highway, and I was just like, okay. But okay. I will see you guys next time. And I will link, as soon as this is over, I'm gonna let Loki out. Give me about 30 minutes, come back and check this video, and I will link all of the YouTubers you guys need to know about in your life about journaling. So it's gonna happen. I will link everybody. So see you tomorrow.